This episode of the We Like Shooting Show is brought to you by Nutrient Survival, Swamp Fox Optics, Second Call Defense, Cobalt Kinetics, Night Vision, Franklin Armory, and Bowers Group. And also some tasty animal cookies.
And some Doritos. Hey, welcome to the We Like Shooting Show, episode 482. Our cast tonight, Jeremy Paz, Derek. We've got Aaron Krieger here, Nick Lynch, John Patton from the Gun Collective has joined us. My name is Sean Heron. Welcome to the show, friends. Welcome.
I'm not your friend, pal.
Oh, you're my buddy, Chief.
I am your chief. I'll take that.
Am I welcome to the show?
Yeah, welcome, Nick. Hi.
Does that mean I'm a friend?
Yeah, you're my friend.
You guys, I have a friend.
You got a friend in me.
Wait. I'm looking at the names again. So my name is the Mandarin. Aaron went with David Hasselhoff. John Patton from the Gun Collective went with Carlton Bontivions. And Nick Bontivions. Nick has gone with Ned Niederlander.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jeremy, when I say the word 18, hold your hand up to see how bad the leg is. 18.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You're lying.
Oh, my God.
Bro, that was 8 seconds. 18.
I don't think you can handle a bull like that.
Holy shit. Jeremy, we got to get you a new computer, man. Holy fuck.
Didn't he just buy a new machine
I don't
gun?
think it's my computer.
I'm not doing the thing now. It's it's not doing the thing. Sorry, I'm eating Doritos and I feel real bad because I know y'all are gonna fucking bitch about it.
Oh,
I
are
can
we
hear
eating
you
this
chewing.
episode? Is this a food episode?
Uh
Let me get my pretzels
Was it
back out.
ASMR? ASMR, we like shooting?
Yeah.
I have some Snyder's of Hanover.
ooh.
Mm,
Hey,
That's made an hour from here in Hanover, Pennsylvania.
isn't
I was
Dots,
just reading about them.
isn't Dots pretzels made in Pennsylvania as well? Oh,
I
down
think
left.
those are one of the Dakotas.
Oh, okay. So I love Dots pretzels. Let's see, we got Hasselhoff is back.
They're so good, but they're so expensive.
Why did everyone disappear suddenly?
It
just got
literally
kicked.
just booted me.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jeremy, 18.
5.
Oh, man.
I was hoping maybe it reset everyone, but no, apparently not.
Apparently not. So I love Dots pretzels, and then I discovered that Dots also makes like some Cheetos type things.
Oh, they're so bad.
Oh, dude, so I love them, and so I started eating
Really?
them. Apparently, there's a lot of dairy in them because every time I eat them, I almost shit my pants at 3 a.m.
Oh man, I don't know. I can't put my finger on what exactly it is, but I hate those things.
Well, I too hate them, but I know exactly what it is, and I don't want to put my finger near it.
Your butthole.
Yeah.
The pretzels are really good though, but they're so expensive
Mm-hmm.
for
But
that
if
little
you
bag.
put your finger over the hole, don't you change the spray pattern?
Well, yes. You turn it. Do you know, like when you put the little screw nozzle, you turn the little screw for your sprinklers, and it goes from just being a stream to like a spray?
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about. It changes the pattern into a spray, and that's just not good. Like,
Coat the sides of the bowl.
let me just say that after I eat Dots like Cheetos, literally the bidet doesn't even help. That's all I'm going to say about that.
You shouldn't have said anything about that.
Socks. Okay, Aaron, who's up first?
Up first tonight, we have nutrient survival. Speaking of food, we have nutrient survival.
So, nutrient survival. First of all, I am camping. I'm hunting in December, and the plan right now that we have is nutrient survival for breakfast, nutrient survival for lunch, and then we'll be going to local restaurants for dinner after it gets dark. And that's one of the cool things. I'm literally just going to take one of their NREs, which is their nutrition ready to eat. It's like an MRE, except actually delicious. I've got the thermos. I'll just put hot water in it and throw it on the trailer of the bike, and we'll be down to get down.
How many people are on this trip with you?
Let's see. So for deer hunting, 3.
Are they going to ride in the trailer? or do they all have bikes as well?
No, they're going to be walking like little bitches.
Okay, just that was actually the whole point of my question was: does everybody get a bike?
No, and actually, so I'll be hunting with some friends of mine who have just started a brand new podcast on the Firearms Radio Network called "Let's Go Hunt," and it's kind of it's a podcast basically. There's some experienced hunters, there's some brand new hunters, and there's a lot of stuff right in the middle. And they're doing a podcast about it. There's 5 episodes available right now at firearmsradio.net, and I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to eat nutrient survival. We're going to have fun. We're going to go hunting for deer, plains elk, and pronghorn, and it's just going to be a blast. So those stories will be coming up soon on the show. But nutrientsurvival.com, coupon code WLS10 is going to save you more money than anyone else can save you. Why does Aaron look like he's getting ready to break into someone's house?
Because I am.
Aaron's a wet bandit.
but not what you think.
Aaron, what's your gear chat tonight?
Gear chat tonight is called the Black Thunder.
I'm actually nervous about clicking this link.
It's from Bighorn Armory. It's one of their lever action rifles. It comes in 500 Smith & Wesson.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, well, that's cool. I mean, it seems like a cool gun, but I really wanted to get your guys' opinion on this.
Okay.
500 Smith & Wesson, cool. Lever action, cool. But wouldn't a 4570 just have more options in this and do basically the same thing?
I don't know. Is this their gun, or did they modify like a Henry or something?
I don't know.
I'm going to jump in here.
Yeah.
Do it.
I own one.
Okay. do you think?
To my knowledge, I have the first. This is based off their Model 89. I believe I have the first one that was ever threaded for a muzzle device, and this was years ago. Mine does not look like this because this looks terrible. The rifle is good. You really need to work the action aggressively to get it to feed clean, but it's a top eject. It's a nice, like, premium quality gun. 500 Magnum out of a rifle is fan effing tastic. Like, it is so fucking good to shoot that. It is so good. It ballistically is 4570 better. Well, it holds more powder, so technically yes, but I don't know. I've never looked at the ballistic charts because there's not a lot of info on 500 out of a rifle. However, I think the way to shoot this is not with a muzzle brake, but rather with a suppressor and 440 grain subsonic 500 Magnum. I think that's a really fun way to shoot this gun.
Okay, this is cool, and it's $28.99 MSRP for the base. Now, I just added a couple things. So to get fancy walnut wood, it's an extra $800. To get a color case hardened finish, it's an extra $1,500. To get a 16-inch trapper barrel, it's an extra $200. To get an octagonal barrel, it's a $900 extra dollars. To get a scout scope mount, it's $200 extra dollars. To get a cheek piece, it's $150 extra dollars. And just adding those things takes it up to $4,350.
I paid $4,000 for mine back in 2013, 2014.
All right.
I mean, it's cool to say you have it.
Honestly, a break on that gun's not really fucking needed.
Yeah, I mean, I think you save money and get better results with a 4570. I think it's a cool idea. I'm not poo-pooing the idea. It's a cool concept. I just think, especially for the cost.
I think the difference is you can get 2 extra cartridges in the gun.
So this holds 6 rounds, I believe. Yeah,
6 plus
actually I had to
1?
look at. I guess yeah.
So yeah, that'd be an extra 2 fucking rounds compared to most 4570s.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like lever actions that are crazy.
This is crazy.
Yeah. You like yours, John? It's pretty badass.
I do not shoot it very often, but I do really, really like it. It's a beautiful gun. I've got the color case. I've got the fancy walnut Like I went for top tier. I've got the Scout mount. It is a premium. When I say it's a premium gun, it is a premium quality gun. There's a couple videos on it. I did one on Military Arms channel. I did one on my channel years ago. But yeah, I think it's fantastic. It is expensive, no doubt. No doubt that's expensive. But if you're going to compare this to their other gun, which you should also know about, they do a Model 90, not the Model 89 that I have. They do a Model 90, which is chambered in 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum, which is ballistically superior to 500 Magnum, and you fit more rounds in. That is, in my opinion, if you're going to go after something like this, that would be the one to get, the 460, because it's screaming 460 Smith & Wesson Magnum. So
and then you have the
same,
option of 45 Colt and 454 Casull.
I don't know if that functions in this.
They have a separate model for Casull model.
I'm saying
a separate one.
Like you can shoot a 38 and a 357. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
So
It may
the
not
Model
be.
90 base price is $3,000.
It's cool. I don't really know anything about Bighorn Armory.
So they make another gun that they call the 500 Automax. I know the owner of this company. The 500 Automax is a great idea and doesn't make a shitload of sense. So it's an AR-10 size receiver that takes AR-15 magazines, and it is basically a 500 Magnum that's had the rim removed, and it is now a new cartridge. I had one of the earlier, like I had a prototype of that gun, and I couldn't get it to work. And I know this is years ago, so it works now. I know that. But I think that this is a better gun to buy from them for the money.
Dude, I'm kind of down with anybody who's making lever action anything these days.
Sean, you should get one for your
Welcome
cowboy
to my
action
world.
stuff.
Yeah. First of all, I can't afford any of these, but I will admire them from afar. And next time I see John, I'll be like, bro, did you bring it? Did you bring it?
Just remind me, I'll bring it.
Yeah.
I've got two. I actually have two rifles in 500 Magnum. I've got a single shot as well.
Wow, you got Heron money. Except I don't.
Whatever, two staccatos.
I didn't pay for them.
Says the guy with the Wilson Combat that he didn't pay for.
Exactly. What I did pay for was some holsters for my revolvers for cowboy action shooting. I got these mofos off of Etsy. I have my fiance is literally a professional leather worker, and I had to order my shit on Etsy. So say what you will about that, but I got them. I think they're okay. They're all right ish. It was like $69 for both holsters. I think overall I will be happy with them until I can get something better. But I think they're fine. Someone already mentioned this, so I was prepared for it, is that the holsters on revolvers don't really cover the trigger guard. So I'm sure that a bunch of people will be bitching about that. I don't care in the least. But yeah, they're pretty, right?
That's a stellar review you just gave them. They're fine.
They're fine. Okay-ish.
They're acceptable. Good
Yeah.
work.
I'm not going to be mad about them. Okay. Listen, this.
Okay.
Look at the
Okay.
tooling on this. That
What?
is not the tooling on this holster. That is not quick, nor is it easy. So the fact that I got two holsters for like $69, I can't really complain about anything.
You got two for that price.
Yeah, I got two for that price. Like,
Did
I
you
know
get
how much
two of those for that price?
Yeah, look right here. I just showed you.
Wait,
So you paid
total or
$69
$69 each.
for each.
No, I paid $69.
Bring them
total
back
for
towards
both.
your face.
Ugh.
They're out of focus. There you go.
69 for each, or for total for both.
Okay, now rotate them so they're pointing at your face.
Wait, you got two of those for $69?
Yeah,
And then
two for
pull the
$10
trigger.
bucks.
So there are $34.50 each.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, not bad overall.
Did you notice that the holsters don't cover the trigger? So
I did notice that. I think people are going to be mad. But
Who's
overall,
gonna be
like,
mad?
I'm
Tell them
happy
to fuck
with it.
off.
I
They're
have
single
a
action
belt.
revolver holsters.
Like none of them cover the trigger guard.
Yeah,
So
they
but
don't
you know how
really need
YouTube
to.
is. You know how YouTube is. So overall, I'm happy with them. The quality and like the leather, like unfortunately now I understand, the weights of leather and like the different kinds and the structure. And so when I got them, I was like, oh, 4 years ago I would have been so happy with these, but now I'm not. They're not like amazing, but I am happy with them. And my goal, if I get my belt and my belt and my shotgun belt, that's the only two things that I have left that I need. And if everything goes well, December 4th, I'll be shooting my first cowboy action match.
So again, everything
I
in
have a
dark leather.
shotgun shell cowboy belt.
I know you do. I know.
Okay.
What'd you say, Aaron?
This is a really like chopped up weird conversation.
What'd you say, Aaron?
Is everything going to be dark leather then?
Yeah, that's my plan. Everything I've ordered so far has been dark leather. But yeah, I am happy with the revolvers. They're the Cimarron Model Ps. They're basically the most accurate reproduction of a Colt Peacemaker that's been made by A. Uberti in Italy. And Super Gorilla Glue, the Mad Cowboy Sean get up is nearly complete. It is. I'm so close. I finally bought boots. We talked about that.
Did we come up with a name? Did you come up with a name?
Dude, my cowboy action name is Devastation.
No, but did you come up with a good one?
It's fair.
I look, just take the name on my screen.
Dark leather. No.
But, just take my name. I think it's better.
Who changed my name to the Mandarin Orange? I just realized that.
I thought you did.
No, Morpheus says, does leather not come in black multicam? No, apparently not. Cows apparently do not come in black multicam.
Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great?
That would be. Vincent H. Sean's going to pretend that he's a trans-dimensional visitor from the Star Trek universe. Fair. Jeremy, you know that shotgun you sold me with the color case hardened receiver? Yeah, literally, I got these guns specifically because they're color case hardened as well. Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
So they match. I refinished the wood on my lever action and my shotgun. It looks way better. I dig it. It's very rustic looking. But yeah, I'm excited. Now, the other thing that I got recently, I actually didn't think this was going to happen because there was a little bit of drama with it, but this is the Live Free Armory Amp 19. This is, it's basically similar to a Glock 19. It's similar to like the Polymer 80 stuff, except the frame is made out of aluminum. Now, John, you've had a lot of experience with these. What's your most recent experience?
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it.
That's fair.
I am now on my 5th gun from them.
Damn.
The first one didn't work. Second one didn't work. They brought them to GunCon. They all ran like a champion. I didn't see them for a while. They sent 2. Then I saw them again at Iraq Vet 8888, and they sent me a very, very, very unique gun.
Yeah.
But we haven't gotten a chance to do my follow-up on any of that. But Sean's got one now.
Yeah, now I've got one. We will see how that goes. I think, what are they, like $600 retail? Somewhere around
Something like that.
$699.
Yeah, I've talked about them on the show a couple times. Optics ready. It feels good. It uses a similar. Their system uses a fire control group similar to like a 320, whereas the serialized portion is the fire control group that drops directly into their frame. So conceivably, you could get like different size frames and
I actually have 2 different sizes. I have the Amp and the Amp X, which is a longer one.
I think this one actually
That looks like an X.
yeah, because this is a
If it's 17, then yes.
17. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have the Amp X. The Amp is basically up to the bottom of the grip.
Yeah.
Or the panels, rather.
Which means that I get the short Glock 19 style slide and the bigger capacity of the 17 frame. So I'm down with it. we'll see how it goes. It'll be getting to the range very shortly for reviews. Nick, go ahead.
Are you fucking amped?
I'm stoked and I'm amped.
Dude, how close you are to the microphone made that about 5 times funnier.
I really like having John Patton here.
It's good. It's good. Let's see. Jeremy, you have a product to tell us about.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, Nikolai Borchowski.
I have. Yeah, you like that? I don't remember what movie that was from. So I have in my hands a Tink Arms, that is TINCK Arms, made in Slovenia. From this is actually the
Slovenia?
Perrin X16. No,
Slovenia Lights.
this is the Polinar Tactical Special, I guess, because I think he's Slovenian too.
He is indeed.
So, anyways, yeah, Ziga. This is so Nick talked about these like a month and a half ago, and after Nick talked about it on the show, I started doing a little bit of research on them, and I was like, "That's pretty fucking cool," and it's really goddamn interesting. And it looks like 5 guns smashed together. It's like a Bren, a Scar, an AR, a BRN 180, and a fucking like Scorpion Evo, like all smashed together. And upon further inspection, now that I actually own one, it's kind of exactly what it is. It is cool. It is. So this is a, yeah. So it's kind of cool. So it's an AR-15 barrel, an AR-15 gas block, AR-15 gas tube, and an AR-15 bolt, not bolt carrier, just bolt. So you can use any AR part you want and actually change calibers on this thing. So this is a 5.56. This is one I just bought. I didn't buy like a kit and build one. I just bought one. But it's kind of, so the gas tube comes all the way back to the receiver, kind of like a standard AR, which then goes into a short stroke piston system, which it has a recoil system like a BRM 180 or a Scar, where it's actually above the bolt, and it's you know, so you know, I can fold the stock on this thing. And
Is that a
where the
reciprocating
button
charging
is.
handle?
It is not a reciprocating charging handle. If I lock it to the rear, if I lock the bolt open, I can freely move
Lock it to your
the
rear.
charging handle. Weird. It's a weird thing to say to another man. So it's, yeah, it's kind of, I shot it a little bit today, just fucking around and playing with it. And I was mostly interested in it as a suppressor host because of its gas system design, whether it would be better or worse than an AR just based on how it operates. I can say that what's the manufacturer? Tink Arms, TINCK Arms, imported by Kaiser US.
The Kaiser.
Oh, Kaiser. Anyways, so yeah,
Tell us about that lower.
So so there's some things I like about it. There's some things I don't like about it. The lower, I'll pop it off real quick, is just an AR-15 lower with the back tower like machined off of it. So there's the lower, right? And so this is like, what I don't like is this is polymer, right? This is a polymer lower. For as much as this thing costs, like I feel like this should be aluminum. I get it why they can get away with it, because nothing happens in here. Like everything is independently, completely in this upper. Like there's nothing going on. You don't have a buffer and buffer tube going through. The stock isn't attached to it. Like there's nothing in here. But literally, this is like an Omni hybrid. They literally just machined the fucking
buffer riser
tower off. Yeah, they just fucking just took the top rails and went straight back with it. Like the fucking screw hole still in there.
Holy shit.
or the buffer retainer, the buffer pin retainer, the buffer retaining pinhole is still in there.
I like how
So yeah, they
painted it.
like literally. Right. Yeah. Nice to put some, Illuma black on there. And so like we were looking at it, I was like, well, if this ever takes a shit, I can just put a blower in a mill and just whack the buffer riser off the back of the receiver. So, yeah,
Whack it right off.
it's just an interesting gun. It ran fine. It shot well. Though I was hoping it would be a good suppressor host. Without tuning, it does have an adjustable gas block on here, and I'm pretty sure it is. I forget whose. I think it's a Superlative Arms. Yeah, it's a Superlative Arms adjustable gas block. So I didn't turn the gas down when I put a suppressor on here, and when I did, man, I swear to God, that piston goes into that. The DI goes right into that piston and shoots it like you can see the video I posted on Instagram. And it like the first shot after I put the suppressor on it, you just see this big cloud of smoke just go like right over my shoulder, and it is
eyes
right in your face. I was like, I let the one guy that works for me shoot it, and he took one shot, and he went, "That's it, enough."
no, thank you.
So I'm gonna tune the gas system down and try it again, see if I have the same problem. But all in all, it's fun. They have this really interesting, brace. That's a brace, apparently.
Oh,
We're calling
okay.
this a brace now.
Yeah, that's
It
weird.
does side fold. Yeah, right. And it's got like the scar thing going on. So you got like this cheek riser here, and if you snap it back, you can push it down and come back forward, and it locks in, so it's low. Or you pull it back, pick it up, and snap it back forward, and you get like a little, kind of like a Scar does, but not as well. And then it's adjustable here.
What's
it does fold. This one is the 11.5-inch pistol version, is like $2,150.
Ooh,
That is a lot of money for that.
girl.
Yeah, I literally was like, hey, you guys do dealer cost? And they were like, absolutely. And I was like, I own a gun range. And they were like, okay, here's dealer cost.
Yeah, dude, like for that janky lower,
Mm-hmm. Luckily, we have tools. Hybrid. Yeah, like it's an Omni hybrid. Like even like the trigger pins are screws. So at least they're not using tapered front sight pins for their trigger pins, like some of those fucking pieces of shit.
Let me ask you this: like when you ordered it, the renderings on their website, they show a receiver that's basically the same color, same finish, and looks and appears to be metal. But when you got it and it was like a different color polymer lower that they had just machined the buffer riser off of, were you like, what the
I was
fuck?
like, yeah, I was kind of like, like I like that it's OD green, like I like OD green, but I was like, oh, that's cool, but why is it fucking plastic?
That's weird, man.
But I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna play with it a little bit. I still like the design. I did put a Griffin Armament M4 SD flash hider on here / compensator.
It's like a flash
so
comp.
I could put my so I could put my Griffin M4 SD2 on here, which actually sounded really well. It sounded great. I think the delay between the DI and the piston system, keeping the chamber closed that split second, keeps the port pop down a little bit. It's just the gas coming out directly in your face is a fucking problem.
Which could probably be solved with something simple, like just like a little ramp or something on the side of the receiver. Let me see that side where the ejection port is.
They do have a shell kicker.
Interesting.
I know.
Yeah,
I know exactly how you can fix that. So what you do is you just put that right in the trash can and then get a different gun. No, it actually looks kind of interesting. I'm not gonna shit on it too hard. It looks pretty interesting. I like sort of. non-American
Yeah,
takes on an AR.
I like the engineering behind it, which is the thing that really caught my eye. And I do like the the look of it's pretty fucking cool. Like this, the goddamn sloped shit down into another pick rail. Like, what am I gonna put? Like, oh, it's a perfect place for like I don't know. Like, what the fuck? But
yeah, actually.
But
It-
I don't know.
Yeah. It's weird. It's interesting. I'm glad you got one.
It's
I look
weird.
forward to
Here's
seeing more.
here's another thing that's weird. On like a scar or anything, when you fold it, there's like a piece on the side that like catches and locks in the stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have that.
Oh. So it just kind of flops freely like my wiener.
Yeah, it's just like it'll fold up and go in a backpack, but
Like your
but
wiener.
like yeah. It'll fold up and go in a backpack like his wiener.
Phil Z says, Sean, you can't pick your teeth on video, man. Bitch, this is an audio podcast. I get to do whatever I want.
Wait, you always yell at me when I brush my teeth?
It's just weird though.
Well, shut up. It's an audio
Wait,
podcast.
you brush your teeth during the podcast?
Yeah.
Occasionally.
That's
yeah.
fucking weird.
Dude,
Oh.
it's so weird.
What? You don't brush your teeth?
Not during a podcast, you fucking maniac.
I just sometimes just want to see the world burn, man.
I mean, I know that. That's
He's
for
like,
sure.
sometimes
Confirmed.
my gums bleed. Nick, do you have like a fucking Too Fast, Too Furious race going on around you?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on out there.
There's a lot of something going.
Is there a highway exit
It's
near your
Annoying. No,
Ludicrous
but there is
out
a highway.
So John Patton, what's the most recent gunner gear that you've shot a lot of?
Shot a lot of so I got some stuff here on the desk I'm going to share with you guys. So I just did a review of this Wilson Combat EDC X9 3.25 inch. This is an amazing gun. It's very expensive, but it's a very, very, very good gun. Put out a review on that. We have a forthcoming review on this bad Larry. This is the IWI Masada Slim. Cool fact about this that I learned, currently sporting the Holosun EPS carry. It's about the same size, it's maybe like 5% larger than a Shield Plus. However, as I will demonstrate for the video viewers, this is a CZ75 magazine. Boop. Locks open. These things will run high capacity, like drum mags and such, out of this tiny little gun from a already existing CZ. Pretty rad. The thing I was messing with, and I looked these magazines and kind of questioned things. So on my desk, I have a Shield Plus, and I noticed that the magazines for the Smith & Wesson Equalizer, that is also here, they look very, very similar. So in this hand is the Equalizer magazine. In this hand is the Shield Plus magazine with some Lehigh ammo in there. Okay, they look very, very similar. That's because they are. They are. So I could take the, 15 round mag for the Equalizer, and it goes right into a Shield Plus and makes that like basically a full size gun.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and vice versa, the mags swap. But this Equalizer is kind of interesting. It's a hammer-fired version of the Shield, like a full-size hammer-fired thing. I'll show you with the larger magazine in there. So it's an internal hammer.
It's a double stack easy, right?
Yeah, it's basically a double stack easy that takes, I guess, the same magazines as the Shield, has an optic cut and has some decent serrations, has the wings like the Easy does on the back. And, it's not, the trigger's not awful. I would not say it's good, but it's not awful. I haven't shot it yet, but yeah, that's kind of a rundown of all the crap that's on my desk and all the stuff I've been messing with.
That's pretty cool. That freaking Wilson Combat, it's pricey though, right?
I want to say this one was just under $3,400.
Girl.
Yeah, it was not cheap. It was not cheap. I thankfully, did not have to pay for that one. And I may actually have to send that one back. I'm just going to let that ride. I'm just not going to tell them. Like, yeah, well, I might use it again. Please let me keep it longer.
Just be like, if they're like, hey, can you send that back? Be like, so I have to go to Scandinavia for 2 years.
See, what had happened was,
Yeah. Damn. What do you think about like performance to value ratio of that Wilson Combat?
it's in a different tier. So, you can get a very, very good double stack 1911 out of like Bull Armory for significant, like half the money, right? Like the TAC 5, the Bull Armory SAS2 TAC 5. I did a review on that. Excellent gun. Very, very good. MSRP is like 1900 ish. This is significantly more money. However, they are built different. Like the Bull Armory is a very good gun. This feels tighter. The tolerances are different. Like it just feels a little bit more premium. I think, you start to get into a point of diminishing returns when you're talking about this, but this is one of those guns, in my opinion, that is bordering on heirloom status because of its value. I think it's very, very well built, and it shoots like, in terms of quote unquote carry guns, like that size of gun, that is the best one that I've ever shot. It's like the most natural point and shoot for me out of any gun that size that I've shot.
That's pretty nuts, man. That is a very bold declaration, because you've shot a ton of fucking guns.
Yeah, I've shot, like, when it comes to pistols, there are very few like modern pistols that I have not put at least one mag through. Very few.
Yeah.
And this one in this size. Now there are like longer slide guns that, well, we start to get into some wishy-washy stuff there, because longer slide guns, in my opinion, are probably a little bit easier to make good. Just because you have extra weight, you have a longer barrel, longer sight radius, things like that, right? You have a lot more at play. But when you get into a 3¼ inch barrel, you start to look at a different arena of firearms. And this thing, it's only 2 ounces heavier than a VP9. Only 2 ounces. Yeah.
It looks heavy. It looks heavy.
It looks heavy, but like, I've got a VP. This is not a heavy gun. It's not what I would call lightweight, but I mean, bro, like now they also make a 4-inch and a 5-inch version. The EDC X9L is the 5-inch. It comes with a flared mag well, 18 round mags, and a longer barrel. That thing is awesome. But it's $3,500. Do you need that? Absolutely effing not. No fucking way do you need that to put rounds on target. You can do it with $300 and $400. You can put rounds on target. For 10x less, you could absolutely save your own life. However, there becomes a point of polish, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And justifying cost is like the hardest thing in the universe to do, right? Like in my staccato video, I was like, how do I justify cost? Like,
you don't.
$1 to you is way different than $1 to me, because $1 to you is like, for me, that's like 17 cents. Wait,
the exchange rate, the mental exchange rate on money is very different from person to person.
Yeah.
And
because I'm poor.
Right. Me too. I've just had some really nice shit. Like I said, I bought the super expensive lever gun. I bought that when I was poor. I threw so much. I had like no money, but I was like, I have to have this gun.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing. Like, you could do that with this firearm, but
yeah, like, I don't have to buy a lot of guns these days. The last gun that I bought was that PTR 9CT MP5 clone that's right above me that we just did a video on. And then after that, the guns that I bought were these Cimarron Model Ps. I got the matching set, and like, god damn, it was hard for me to spend I think my dealer cost was like $590 on these each. And I was like, cool. Well, there's Christmas.
I can't remember
What'd you give me
which
for
gun I
Christmas?
bought last.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I
I
think
really
my
don't remember what I
Schofield
bought
cost
last.
me almost $1,200 a piece.
Ooh, really?
Oh, I got the one I bought last.
They're
What
like
you got?
Somewhere between high nines and $1,200 a piece.
Nice.
Let's see if I can do this without knocking everything around.
Is that a 1022?
It is not.
What is it? Oh, it's a shotgun.
Is that
Nope.
a 44 Deer Hunter?
Oh, this is a unique.
It's a Ruger Camp carbine, right?
This is a Ruger
Yeah,
44 carbine with a sporter stock.
I just said that.
You did not. You said yes, and I said yes, but so it's got finger grooves up here plus a Monte Carlo style butt stock. I'm knocking all kinds of shit over, but this is a more rare firearm than most would know, and I've
That's
got two
cool.
of them.
That's cool. Nick called that shit.
A 1022 in 44 Magnum, essentially an OMG.
No, that's
good.
exactly what I said, but I was muted. I'm sorry.
Good one.
Okay, Wet Bandit.
That's
Have
what
you
she
ever
said.
seen the have you ever seen the what are they, the Ruger, what are they, the Model 96 lever actions that are basically
they-
lever action 1022s but in 4 mag?
So they made the 9644, which is the gun you're talking about, and then they also made one called the 9944, which was a Mini 30, Mini 14 look-alike, used a rotary 44 Magnum magazine, and I had one of those and I sold it. So I paid like $1,200 on Gunbroker for it, turned it around for about $1,200 because every round it dropped the magazine under recoil. I couldn't get it to stay in. And I called Ruger and they were like, we don't support that gun anymore. So cool gun, couldn't get it to
Bummer.
work. So I got rid of it. But this one it has a tubular magazine. So good to go. They're a lot of fun to shoot.
Tubular dude.
Totally.
I'm actually going to turn. So I've got another one in a weird, it's like a one-off stock. And I'm going to have Ray Vaughn from Moss Pawn. I'm going to have him chamber the other one in 50 Action Express. Cause why the fuck not?
I love Ray.
Yeah, me too.
It's a good dude.
You know what I love, Sean?
Well, what do you love, Aaron?
I love Swamp Fox Optics.
You know what I love? I love that when it's Christmas time and you're buying gifts for people, an optic does make a good gift, but it's so like personal. And do they need an optic for a gun? Do they need an optic for an AR? What do they need? Well, the Swamp Fox Optics Kraken, which is their closed emitter red dot, it'll fit on pistols, similar to an Acro. It'll fit on rifles, which I have on my MP5 on a riser, and it comes with the riser. You can put it on a pistol, rifle, whatever, right out of the box, and it's right around $300 actually. With
Yeah, if you're thinking about Christmas gifts for me,
it's a good one. Remember that time that you insulted Miles from Swamp Fox Optics?
that was Jeremy.
Convinced them to never send you anything ever. Yeah,
That was Jeremy.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Jeremy did it.
Yeah. So anyway, I recommend.
Actually, I took my EOTech off God's Plaid to put on this thing because it's an 11.5 inch, and I think God's Plaid's going to get a 1-to-4 power Swamp Fox on it.
Nice. The Tomahawk.
Yeah.
So swampfoxoptics.com, coupon code WLS, the number 4 ever. Nick, what is your product tonight?
My product tonight is the It's Tactical Spy Kit. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have a whole lot to say about this, but I saw it and it immediately made me think of Master of None.
Yeah, dude, yes.
Because
That's ITS Tactical.
I don't
Yeah, that's what he said.
I know
It's
what I
tactical.
said. It's tactical.
Sure.
Okay. So I like this idea a lot more than shoving a cigar tube up my ass.
Yeah.
Because this is just a container that looks like Tic Tacs at a glance.
It's tech.
It's like a little plastic thing. It's got a paper printed to look like Tic Tacs, and then all of the stuff goes inside of it.
It's got
If you shake it,
Speedmints.
it clacks Like it
Oh, like
has
Tic Tacs.
Tic Tacs.
To
in
ask,
it, yeah.
does it shake and clack like Tic Tac?
It's
That's
weird.
that's my first verse of raps, by the way.
Okay, it does have a compass because I was like, if you don't have a compass to shove in your asshole,
Mhm.
then are you even?
Are you trying?
Are you even a spy
Yeah.
if you don't have an ass compass?
Oh, so I
Well-
ordered off of Amazon like 30 of those little compasses. I've got like 16 in my ass right now. It's basically free.
It's like the same. It's the equivalent of a cigar tube in compasses. Compi.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, John, if you're not aware, we have another show called Master of None where we're reading this book.
100
this
Deadly
called?
Skills
100 Deadly Skills. Yeah.
by Clint.
Okay.
And the
Morrison.
dude is obsessed with building little kits that you can shove up your ass.
So we've been doing it.
Well, wait, what?
You said that so fucking excited. So
Well-
we've been shoving stuff up our ass
Yeah, we've been shoving our stuff up our ass since July, John.
before we read the book.
Well, yeah, we started reading the book as like an aside, but
You found it in the ass ramming subreddit.
yeah. What /r/ass ramming? Hold on, let me subscribe.
It's probably a thing.
Probably.
So this is actually kind of a neat little thing. There's like been bracelets and stuff like this, but this is a different take on it. I don't hate it. How much is it?
$60.
Oh, that is not a $60 item. No.
There's they also have a stick, a spy stick that it looks like a chapstick.
Is it
you
also
shove up your
spelled
butt.
spee?
Yeah, you put it. in
Yes, it is spelled SPIE.
Spee.
Spee. So
Oh, look at that. Looks like chapstick. Meh.
I think this is a $60 item. So it's got handcuff keys, it's got lock picks, tension rods, a razor blade, a saw, a compass, and some other stuff. I wish they had a list of everything that was in it.
They do.
Where?
On the product page. Plastic carrying case, waterproof mints insert. That's the paper. Titanium 2-piece concealment tool set, a folding saw, diamond wire, handcuff shim, padlock bypass tool, combo lock bypass tool, ITS polymer handcuff keys, ceramic tool, feet of ITS escape. 6 feet of escape cordage, 6 feet of stainless steel coated leader wire. That's for fishing. 1 button compass, grade AA. So the wire and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I get it. That sounds like a lot.
Yeah,
The saw, and like there's some neat tools in there.
there is, and the fact that they're that tiny, I think, is what really makes it.
But
Okay,
look,
let me
I'll be
rephrase.
honest. If you put it all, it may be tiny, but in your hands, it'd look huge.
Let me rephrase. Like, to me, I would spend $60 on this for the stuff that's in it. I actually like ITS Tactical. I think they make some cool stuff. I've bought a few things.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
over the years.
It's pretty tactical.
Yeah, and SPY stands for Special Purpose Insertion Extraction.
That goes in your butt.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
The
Egress
ski
that
kit.
quick.
I'm just gonna say that I prefer the SPY stick. It's smaller, and we're fine.
Smoother.
Everything's fine.
Requires less lube.
Cousin Eddie says, you want lockpicking? See Lockpicking Lawyer. His website sells some great stuff for talentless idiots. I love Lockpicking Lawyer. I've learned so much from him. And
Yeah, like every gun lock is terrible.
yeah. And who's
All
the other
of them.
one? God, what's the other one?
Bosnian Bill.
Bosnian Bill. Thank you. Yeah, his stuff is great. Sean could shoot an azimuth with a solid clinch and a wank. All right.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if it looks like chapstick. If you find something shoved up a prisoner's ass, it's immediately suspicious. Well, first of all, they're not going to find it. And that's the key.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Except if you put this Tic Tac thing up your ass, you're going to just be like click clacking around like that episode of Seinfeld.
Click
Oh,
clacking.
shit. Click clacking around. Like
It sounds like somebody's nickname.
click clack. That's
I'll be click. You can be clack.
okay.
The
Hold on.
Tappet brothers.
Yeah, that's right.
The tap it. Yeah.
Look. Change the name. Get with it.
I'm working on it. Here we go. There it is.
I miss those guys.
Who is it?
Car Talk. It was a talk show where people would call in and ask questions about their cars. But it was two brothers that were just fucking hysterical.
You told me about that in the past. I've listened to it before because of
Yeah,
your
it's-
recommendation. It was good.
It's pretty good.
Siegel SB says, it's true. I saw a baggie of drugs get pulled out of a prisoner's ass a while back. It's called a
He
cat.
saw it because he was doing it.
Right.
He was
also
pulling it
put
out.
in there. He also put it in
Yeah.
there. So
He was also the prisoner.
It works. It works no matter where you put me on screen.
He-
You foiled my scheme. There you go.
Whoa. Okay. All right, that's enough. Anyway, that'll do it for Gear Chat. I forgot where we were. Aaron, who's up?
Up next, Sean, is one of my favorite companies and yours as well because they protect us no matter what. It's Second Call Defense.
Yeah, Second Call Defense. All right, so you have to use your revolver in a self-defense situation, your 6-gun. Okay. And then
I just started blasting.
And then the DA is like, oh, hey, bro, like you shouldn't have done that. We're going to put you in prison for the rest of your life. And you're like, no, I can clearly articulate that I was in fear of losing my life or serious bodily harm. And they're like, nah, I don't think so. And then you're like, well, fuck, I don't have any money. Let me pawn my staccatos. And then you're like, okay, well, that's enough to pay for the first 6 minutes of the lawyer's time. And you don't have to go through that at all. You can get Second Call Defense. Like they literally exist for this. They are the ones who pioneered the thing that everyone else does, because insurance can't pay for a crime. So if you're found guilty, that's considered a crime. Insurance can't pay for that. So basically they're out the money and they will go after you in a lot of cases. USCCA to be to put a name on it, though they have a clause in their paperwork that says they can go after you if you lose the case. Second Call Defense doesn't do it that way. They pioneered the system where they have a foundation that pays for everything up front, and then eventually, when you're found not guilty, the insurance reimburses the foundation for what you have. So, Second Call Defense, they invented the way that everyone else does it. We've been friends and supported them for a long time. So, welikeshooting.com/SCD. You get a free shirt and a free month for trying it out. Highly recommend that you do.
This week on Sprockets.
He said, we like shooting.
Except you played the wrong music.
I played the
Sean.
wrong music. What I meant to play was
It's time for gunfights.
goddamn gunfights. Nick,
Fuck is gunfights?
it's Nick's segment. He's
You
gonna
did
tell-
this. You did this.
He
I
did.
don't
do it.
remember.
Man, I guess it's nice to know where we stand with John.
Yeah.
Listen, if you knew how much shit I actually remember and focus on,
John had to ask me what my name was today.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey,
And
fucking idiot! What? Don't you have a show today?" And I was
hey,
like,
hey,
"Yeah."
guy.
And he was like,
So last week
Anyway,
on the show, I asked you guys about bolt action rifles.
mm-hmm.
This is actually the closest poll that we've had yet.
Really?
Yeah. So Sean and Aaron. Sean, you said Savage 110. Aaron said Howa. You guys each tied with 13 votes for second place. And Jeremy won with 15 votes. He said the Accuracy International AX308.
Bullshit. That's
Yeah,
bullshit. I knew I should have voted for myself this week, but I fucking left it to the people and they fucked me.
All right. Well,
So we
Jeremy,
know
you got
that Aaron has at least 16 accounts.
It wasn't even a good argument. It was terrible. He shouldn't even fucking got one vote.
Aaron, on this, I agree with you.
Thank you.
All right. So Oh yeah, I think John won when he was on last time.
He
I
did.
guarantee it.
Thanks for pointing that out, Vincent. All right, so tonight we have a question from Nick D with Nick with 2 C's.
Nick
He's
is
got a pair. He's got a pair of C's. Let's see here. The question is, what caliber would have been a better choice for the Army to adopt over 6.8 by 51? So I'm going to add a little bit to this. You guys can't choose a cartridge that is currently being used. You have to choose something that is not being used. Because saying they should have just stuck with 7.62 or 5.56 or whatever is boring. So I want you guys to come up with a different
Is the
cartridge.
correct answer?
Do what?
I said because it's the correct answer.
Oh, maybe. I mean, people can. We'll have to hear your guys' arguments to know what the correct answer is. So, what caliber?
No,
would have
no,
been a better
that's
choice?
that's not subjective.
Okay. Go ahead, Nick.
Okay, good to know, Jeremy. Well, I guess the segment's over
I don't know.
because Jeremy just told us it's not subjective.
He gets minus 1
Um,
point, and we're going to continue on.
Oh, I dropped my notebook. Okay. So what cartridge would have been a better choice for the Army to adopt over the 6.8 by 51?
Okay.
Our order tonight is Savage, who's not here, and then Aaron, and then guest. That's you, John. You're the guest.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot.
And then we have Sean, and then we have Jeremy.
Oh, God.
John, are you remembering this at all?
Yeah, I got to make an argument. I remembered the first second, dude.
Okay.
Keep up.
Okay. So Aaron, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Whenever the timer starts.
I'm looking for it. Here it is.
So when the military moved to a different cartridge, I'd read an article, God, it was like 5-6 years ago, and it actually had pointed out a really good round that they should have used, which was the 6.5 Grendel. It's a great intermediate cartridge. It benefits the military to go with that cartridge because it actually fits into a standard magazine that they already use. A 30-round mag would become a 26-round mag, but it's still better ballistically than most. Obviously, a lot of their intermediate cartridges they currently use. I think the 6.5 Grendel comes in. I'm looking at the specs right now, up to 130 grain, and it has energy of 1,818 feet. So I mean, it's a good round. It would benefit everybody. It's prevalent. It's out there. It's tried, true, and tested.
Okay. Doesn't the 6.5 Grendel need different mags?
That
We
is
could
an
use-
AR-15 cartridge.
Yeah, it's AR-15.
Okay.
No, he's talking about like
Which
the followers, like a
6851 is
like
not.
a 6.8, which like the
It would need a
6.8 mag and the 450 Bush, like they're different followers in the feed lips on a 6.5 Grendel than a standard one. It does feed better
Yeah.
out of those.
Okay. Okay. So
Isn't the
after Aaron,
6.8?
we have
Isn't the one we're talking about just one specific machine gun?
no. It's a machine gun and also a rifle.
It's the caliber they selected for the next generation service weapon, like that whole thing, which was a belt
Yeah, it's
fed.
never gonna happen.
And I mean, it's happening.
Yeah, like it is happening.
It's a
It's
thing.
happening.
It's happened 10 times before this.
Okay.
True. That's fair.
Next up, we have Johnny P. The P stands for patent.
Okay.
Oh, me. Is that me?
Yeah, that's you. That's you. You have 60
Okay.
seconds.
60. I don't know that I need 60 seconds. Okay. So the clear decision here would have been the 6.5 Creedmoor. 6.5 Creedmoor offers a slightly lower recoil impulse than the 6.8 because it uses slightly lighter weight projectiles. It also is slightly ballistically superior to that 6.8 projectile. So, if we are looking at what the U.S. Army and military needs as a whole, we need a controllable round that they can deliver plenty of energy on target with. I don't know why they didn't select the 6.5 Creedmoor, but it is clearly the superior thing. It puts a 140 grain bullet downrange at about 28 to 2,900 feet per second, and I don't have to look up the specs on that. It is a great cartridge all around, has a great balance of ballistics, energy, etc., and it fits in existing magazines.
All right, very good. Next up, we have Sean. Sean, are you ready?
Yeah, I am. All right, so we're talking about the caliber that's better for the Army to adopt than the 6.8x51. So I'm going to say that the best caliber, the best cartridge that they should adopt is the 277 Sig Fury.
I hate you.
No, I'm just kidding. I honestly think the 7.62x39 would be a better one. So you're going to have similar grain weights to the 6.5 Grendel, but you're going to have a 30 caliber bullet. Yeah, it's going to fit in an AR-15, and I guess they can save some money by putting it in the AR-15 platform instead of the AR-10. Now, everyone thinks the 7.62x39 sucks, and like, yeah, we get a lot of steel case ammunition, and that is basically the bottom of the barrel. But there is some really good 7.62x39 ammunition out there. You're going to be able to carry a lot. The components exist. Nothing has to be invented for it. All the problems have been solved overall. And like, honestly, I think that it's a great caliber. You're going to get decent energy, not as good as some of the other ones that we've mentioned here, but you're going to have something very ubiquitous and be able to build off that.
Can I talk shit during the middle of this?
Okay.
The
Next round.
Okay, thanks.
That's a bold choice, Sean. We'll see how it turns out for
Wait,
you.
it's your turn.
All right.
It's Jeremy. Jeremy, you are last.
He's going to pick 270.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick 270 since I was barred from the actual correct choice. I'm just going to say that the one cartridge that's as close to it without not actually being it, and that's 222 Remington, because you might as fucking well. Ballistically, it's pretty goddamn similar to 223-556. It is going to have 30 rounds in a magazine. It is going to actually be almost exactly like what we have now. Although you're talking about 6.851 in a bigger machine gun versus what is essentially going to be a battle rifle when you don't need battle rifles, right? We're talking about intermediate cartridges here where the 6.851 does not fit that. It is a full-on battle rifle cartridge, which is not conducive to modern warfare. And I'm going to go into a lot more of this shit in the second round.
Okay. Very good.
And I can't hear the fucking beeps, so I don't know when time's over.
It's over.
All right. So we'll jump back up to the top with Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron, tell us why everybody's wrong and you're right.
Well, the basic reason, I could go into detail about everyone's subjective choices, but mine would be because I went to 6.5 because the platform's already there. Okay, we already have the guns. You don't have to swap out any of the firearms. AR-15s, M4s, they could all be used with the 6.5 Grendel instead of using an AR-10 or the battle rifle. I mean, they're not as prevalent. 6.5 is, again, has the exact same, not exact same, but pretty damn close to the 6.5 Creedmoor. A little bit less, more accurate, shorter, not as accurate distance, but pretty damn close. I'm looking at the ballistics in front of me right now, and it says that a little less muzzle velocity. Again, you're not trading anything. You're actually improving upon what they have now. So, and that's what was your question. What would be a better one than what they went with? And I would go with the 6.5 Creedmoor. I think Sean just talked. I didn't even hear what he had to say. John has some good points, but again, the 6.5 Creedmoor outshines.
You just voted for mine.
I said, but
Twice you said 6.5 Creedmoor.
I'm sorry, I meant
Yeah.
Grendel. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Flustered. I'm flustered.
I know because mine's
Okay.
correct.
No.
No.
no, no, doggy afuera.
All right. Nick Lunch. It's your
Hey, yo.
turn. So tell us, you have a lot to say. Tell us why everybody's
I
wrong.
always have a lot to say. I'm a professional shit talker. I make fun of people's hard work for a living. Okay, 6.5 Grendel is an AR-15 cartridge. Not only does that go to a smaller platform, which is not what we're talking about. They want a battle rifle. So this is a less adequate cartridge, and it requires swapping not only the barrel, but also the bolt. And it holds fewer rounds. And then if we talk about 7.62-39, you might as well be shooting a fucking 45 ACP out of your goddamn rifle at that point. That is not effective at longer ranges like the 6.8 and like the one I picked, the 6.5. That's a 1,000-yard cartridge. The 7.62-39 is a joke at that range. And then if we go into 222 Remington guy over here, you might as well have picked 220 Swift. Like we're not talking about killing deer. We're talking about killing people at range effectively, and they do want a battle rifle. They want it for urban America or urban battles, and they need them. So what do?
Urban American battles.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Sean.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. All right. So 6.5 Grendel Energy is going to be about, sorry, the PSI is what I'm actually interested in here. It's going to be about 50 some thousand PSI. The 6.8 by 51 is going to be about 80,000. When I talk about 6.5 Creedmoor, we're talking 60,000. When I talk about 222 Remington, we're talking about 50,000. So the reason that they want a high PSI is because they want to increase velocity in shorter barrels. Well, 7.62 by 39 is actually going to do that. One of the things about the 6.8 by 51 is that it basically uses proprietary powder blends and shit that doesn't actually exist. You have to build a brand new rifle platform, which uses our tax dollars, and fuck that. That's annoying. You have to invent new rifles. You have to use powder that doesn't exist. And basically, 7.62 by 39 has been killing motherfuckers all across this earth ever since time started, basically. And it's working well. So 6.5 Grendel, fuck that. Creedmoor, yeah, it's great, but it's better than 308. And everyone's wrong but me.
So the AK came about at the beginning of time.
Beginning of fucking time, bro.
Also, it's Falkor did make a 300 Win Mag. It was not an AR-10. It's a larger cartridge than an AR-10. I had one.
All right.
That was for the comments.
All right. Jeremy.
Yeah, the
you're
Nemo
up now.
Omen and the Falkor Petra were both 300 Win Mag AR pattern guns. Okay.
And they were both neat.
All right, so the military will never go with anything that doesn't use a 223 bolt face in an AR because you will get breakage as much as military rifles. So again, talking about all new gun systems in anything that's not that head stamp of 3. So 6.5 Grendel's out. Battle rifles are fucking stupid, and for most people, that's the reason we went from battle rifles down to intermediate cartridges, because 99% of rounds fired in combat aren't actually fired at anybody in particular. And why the fuck do I want a 1,000-yard cartridge when odds are, when we're not even taught, the Army's not taught to engage past 300 yards. That's what snipers and DMR guys are for. There's no fucking need for the goddamn infantry soldier to have a fucking round capable of doing that. You're not fucking trained to fucking do that. It is fucking pointless. It is fucking stupid. Now you have guys carrying bigger guns that are fucking heavier with rounds that weigh more, that carry less fucking ammo, and to get the same fucking loadout, you got to carry more fucking weight. It's stupid. Low
And that's
weight,
why
high
7.62 by
capacity,
39 is that.
that is the fucking key. What?
What?
I
feel like he
your
just did a
passion.
rage blackout.
I think he did.
All right,
Well, I could have
Nick.
gone on for another 3 fucking minutes about how stupid this fucking decision is and why it's not going to happen. Not because of the trillions of rounds of ammo that we have stockpiled in that fucking caliber. They're not going to switch over.
Jeremy's pronouns are bugs and dirt.
Okay, so Sean, were you just needed something, right?
No, I made good arguments.
Okay.
You sure about that, fella?
Jeremy was like, I want to be as close to 5.56 as I can. 6.5 Grindle is an interesting choice, but honestly, in both rounds, I feel like John made the most coherent and interesting arguments there for 6.5 Creedmoor.
Then you didn't listen
He
to
talks
what
about
I
how
said.
it's I did listen to what you said, but it doesn't really jive with the question.
Reality? It does.
Well, this question isn't reality, but so yeah, John's points with 6.5 Creedmoor being more controllable, which would lead to more rounds on target, I think is a pretty important point, right? He also talks about like range and stuff that it's going to be able to reach farther than some of those other cartridges. And then in round 2, he talked about how they're specifically after a battle rifle, and the 6.5 Creedmoor is that battle rifle. Yeah, so I think John's going to win both of these, which means that none of you guys are going to get any points
Wow.
in the
That's
spreadsheet.
Nick's
twice.
just doing this on
2
purpose.
nothing, motherfuckers.
Get
Listen,
That's
get
right.
John's balls out of your mouth.
gargle, gargle.
First of all, I should win because I said 277 Sig Fury.
Well,
You're an asshole. For anyone
No.
that doesn't know, 277 Sig Fury is the same thing. It's just a name they gave it for the civilian market.
Yeah.
well,
So-
not quite though, but it's not loaded up to the same spec, so it's like
Yeah.
significantly less hot.
the pressure.
Yeah, so it's
than-
like M5 was it 556A1 or whatever? Whatever that code is. XM193A1, something like that. 855A1. That's what it is. Sorry. It's like military spec versus civilian spec.
855A1's a 62 grain full copper bullet.
bro.
I was making the point that there are different loads and one is military.
so fucking my everything I took
What?
notes on in the very beginning was 6.5 Creedmoor, and then John fucked me over, so I panicked.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean, I was surprised if Aaron didn't say it. I was going to say six Creedmoor. But like realistically, Jeremy is correct about infantry soldiers not needing a 1,000-yard gun. However, the military being able to deploy a guy and say, look, here's the DMR, and the guy next to him has the same magazines and the same cartridge in a shorter barrel gun, like that's a reasonable way to look at it. Whether or not they need a battle rifle, that's what they did select. However, the new rifles that they select, I can't remember the names of them, like the code names or whatever, but the new rifles are actually pretty low on recoil and pretty lightweight, Jeremy. So that's got a big play. So they wanted a condensed version, a lighter weight, more nimble soldier
But
with higher horsepower, so to speak.
What is a 6850? What is a 6851 cartridge weigh versus a 223?
So they're actually going
gotta
to.
carry
This is
this
where
shit.
this is
You
where the
gotta
true
hump
velocity
that
shit
shit
comes.
around.
Listen, shut the fuck up and listen to me for 5 seconds.
Well, there's
this
a
is
delay.
where- Oh, that's right. Yeah, I keep forgetting. So they're talking to True Velocity to bring in the polymer. So it's got like I think it's either steel or brass base to the cartridge with a polymer sidewall. And I don't know if they got the 80 psi or 80,000 psi on that or not. I don't know where that delineation was, but they are talking about doing that so that it's lighter weight as a loadout. Could be interesting.
Well, but
And
I think
And
actually,
I've heard
yeah,
that,
they
but
talk-
to get the same capacity magazines, and remember, all this shit's got to get carried. You're fucking humping this shit around. Are they going to be 30 round magazines? Now they're 30% longer to get the same amount of cartridges in the magazine, which takes up more space on a vest. It's just none of it's good. I mean, honestly, they should be looking at smaller bullets that do the same thing, so you can carry more of this shit on you.
now I know that they were talking to True Velocity, but didn't the solution that they actually proposed to the military, wasn't it a brass case with a metal base, if I recall correctly?
I think it might be like a steel base with a brass sidewall.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Don't
Yeah.
all brass cases have a metal base?
Sorry, it's a brass case and then it has a steel base.
Wait, wasn't it? What weren't they talking about? Like a polymer top and then a brass base?
Originally,
yeah.
yeah. I think the one that actually got approved in the plan was the brass case with the steel base at the bottom. Which
I
think
believe
I
there
saw
may have
one-
been a
I'm
lawsuit.
all for that.
I think I saw one that was a
I'm all
steel
for
case
that hybrid
with a
ammo.
polymer base.
what? Shut up.
I'm
Bill.
just okay. So if you folks at home want to participate, you can go over to our subreddit, which you can find at welikeshooting.com/dashboard or reddit.com/r/welikeshooting. Stickied up at the top of the page. It's already posted. It's up there. You'll see Gunfights poll episode 482. You can go over there. Once you've listened to the show, you're voting for, as Sean always likes to remind us, the person who presented the best argument, not the person you agree with the most. You're going to go over there, go ahead and select whoever you think provided the best argument, vote for that person, and whoever gets the most votes will get a bonus point next week.
Nice.
I want to remind everybody voting that only one person on this panel has actually had to hump that shit for 15 miles.
To be fair, when I was hunting last year, I carried a 14-pound rifle and 6.5 Creedmoor for God knows how far.
Yeah. Did you carry a fucking M16 with 200 rounds of ammo plus pack plus fucking water and food and new boots and extra uniforms?
No, but I carried new boots, a huge Eberly stock pack, about 75 pounds of extra body weight, a 14-pound rifle.
Oh, your
6.5
Eberly stock pack is
Yeah.
not the same size.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because I'm still carrying around 100 pounds of extra body weight. So yeah, let me know when you've been a fucking badass in America.
And you forced marched 15 miles at somebody else's pace.
Yeah, because I was looking for elk and all the guys walked too fast and I didn't want to cry, but I did.
There's a lot of
Sean's been
chafing
carrying
going
all of
on.
our asses for 9 years.
Yeah. Wait, what? All right. Well, that'll do it for Gunfights. Congratulations to Johnny P. The P stands for Patton.
2-0.
Whoops. Wait, wrong one.
It's time for gunfights.
All things considered, like 6.5 Grendel is a decent choice, if not just for like the lighter weight projectile.
The argument then becomes, is 6-ARC superior?
Yeah.
That's the challenge. Is 6.5 Grendel is not a bad cartridge. It's just an 800-yard cartridge where 6-ARC potentially, I have not had a lot of experience, could be a longer range. I don't know.
Yeah. So I literally was originally going to go. So it was 6.5 Creedmoor, then 6mm arc, but then someone made the point of like a battle rifle, and I was like, oh fuck, I want to get something with a bigger projectile, and like I don't like. Squads generally have like a DMR guy, and that's the guy that's going to shoot long range. Everyone else, they're just carrying whatever they can that'll fuck shit up.
I mean, to be fair, I argue that like,
Look
a fucking potato.
It's
So
true.
I didn't really give
There's a
6.5 Grendel
fucking-
a fucking fighting chance.
No, once again, Aaron, just reading fucking Wikipedia.
All right.
I'm just looking the specs
There's
up
a
here.
there's a statistic from World War II that 250,000 rounds were fired per enemy kill, which means the Allied powers fired 250,000 rounds at the enemy for every fucking kill. That's why you want capacity. That's why the more fucking rounds I can carry as an infantry guy matters. It doesn't matter how big they are. Honestly, I'd rather have fucking 22 long rifle because I can carry
No, you
fucking
wouldn't.
5,000 of them.
That's
You know
such
what
a dumb
I'm
fucking
being
argument,
hyperbolic.
though.
I'm being
You know what I-
hyperbolic to make a point.
God
You know what
damn,
I
you're
want
the
to
fuck-
carry?
You're the fucking epitome of hyperbole over there.
You know what I want to carry? Cobalt Kinetics.
Oh yeah. So
Go ahead, swallow your food you ate.
no, I was just waiting for the music to stop. So Cobalt Kinetics, yeah, they make heirloom rifles. Someone earlier in the episode mentioned heirloom guns. And I thought that was kind of fitting. So, hey, literally go buy your dad for Christmas a Cobalt Kinetics rifle. Because look,
I
that
thought you were gonna stop it. Go buy your dad.
go buy your dad for Christmas.
Mm.
Because listen, like he's not going to live much longer. So you get him a Cobalt Kinetics, you get more money in the will, and you're going to inherit that rifle. So get a color that you like for your dad this year. Use coupon code Cobalt WLS. You're going to save money, get more in the will, and inherit the rifle. Like it's a fucking win-win. And I think that's the deal. CobaltKinetics.com.
Oh Jesus! This one, this is why Jeremy needs to be on your panel, John. Can you imagine Jeremy up there on the panel?
I can't imagine it. I can imagine it for sure.
Oh geez! I mean, it would be more not more. It would be very entertaining.
That he can imagine it, which is why it'll never happen. Aaron, WLS's lifestyle.
So, for this week, I had SHOT Show, NRA, etc. There's a lot of gun shows coming up this year. It's January starts NRA, then next one is going to be SHOT Show in January, then NRA, and then all the other ones. John, do you still go to all of them?
No.
Which one don't you go to?
Well, I haven't been to SHOT in 2 years.
Okay.
I haven't been to NRA in at least 2, maybe 3. And my focus is GunCon.
GunCon. And that was where's that and what is it?
Are you gonna make me do this?
It was your thing. You
Good
did
work.
that.
Yes, GunCon is an event that I am putting on with Brownells at their facility. And it is a blend of a lot of events. It's the former TGC panel blended with NRA annual meeting, blended with SHOT Show. We have new product releases. We give away a mountain of stuff. This year is going to be bigger, better, etc. It's going to happen in June. I will do the specific announcement later. After more details need to come into play, but GunCon is happening again this year at Brownells. It's going to be awesome.
So, knowing that you're biased, but would you say it's better than the other two big ones, NRA?
So I actually don't have to be biased about it because everybody told me it was better.
Okay. What makes it better? And I'm not trying to be a dick about this. I don't go to a lot of shows anymore. Like you, I haven't been to NRA in 2 years. I haven't been to SHOT in I think 3. There's for me, sending one person is enough. Sean goes to a lot of these events. Multiple people is not doesn't give us anything else more than. But I would like to hear your opinion on should we all go and why?
I mean, you should come if you want. I mean, in terms of your audience, everybody should get a ticket this year. We're actually going to be selling tickets this year. There is a dollar amount attached to it. It's going to be reasonable. There's reasons for that, but the GunCon is meant to be for the people as opposed to for the industry or for the NRA to soak up money. It's not this dog and pony show. It's not that. People at GunCon have a quote unquote booth. It's an 8-foot table. It is a much more personal, at least for now, it is a much more personal event where you're actually able to spend time with these different brands. You're actually able to spend time with influencers or creators or podcasters or whatever that you give a shit about. And there's amazing food, good times. We're doing this year, we're going to be doing, and I haven't actually said this anywhere, we're going to be doing 3 live streams this year. And instead of just 1, and there's going to be lots more to do. And it's going to continue to be an event basically for the people, by the people.
Well, can I get a free t-shirt?
No.
God damn it. Can I get a hat?
Well, we talked about this a lot. I remember talking about this a lot years ago, and I likened it to Comic-Con and WizardCon and DragonCon and all those nerd cons and shit where you can like go see a panel of people that your favorite comic book writer, your favorite fucking podcaster, your favorite, people that were in a sci-fi movie that you liked. And, there were different panels that just were ongoing kind of all day long. And I hope it builds up into something like that over the next couple of years.
So if I go, can I get a free T-shirt?
So I don't know how we're going to be doing. We did T-shirts for everybody last year, so like literally anybody that was there last year got a T-shirt.
Okay.
It was just like us trying to give people something different, and I don't know.
T-shirt.
Okay, go yell at Cody. So we there's extras. We have some. So we are always trying to make sure that the people that are coming to this event feel like they matter, because when you go to NRA, you don't matter. The NRA doesn't give a shit about any people. The same could be said about SHOT Show. SHOT Show's about the industry, not about the people. And we focus on different ways to make people and their families and the industry at the same time, and the creators all feel welcome and included in the entirety of the event.
Nice. Yeah. Because like T-shirts for me is like what's going to sell me on it.
The thing that we always said is like we went to NRA and it was our favorite show of the year because we got to hang out with our listeners, right?
Totally. Yep.
Like
Yep.
100%. That's the thing. And GunCon has become that thing that I like more than anything, because it's put together from. This isn't to sound selfish or snotty or anything, but like there's so many events that suck for us to go to, that it's just like a pain in the ass. AZ Firearms Festival, honestly, that we just went to, like for us as creators, I was spent a lot of my time like wondering why the fuck I was there, because it wasn't set up in a way that was conducive to anything that we needed to do. It was like really great for the public and really bad for us. GunCon is a mixture of everything that's good for the public and good for us at the same time. Like I found a lot of value for WLS to be there, and also got to hang out with a bunch of our listeners that were there. So it's in Iowa. What month? June.
If you do
I'll
it on
make
June,
the official. It will not be on the date that you're about to say.
how do you know?
Because you're a racist. So I'm
It's a
going to start
racist-
that. I know what you're about to say. You're going to say something stupid, and you should just stop.
I was going to say June 11th because it's my birthday.
Maybe I'm the racist in that
I
case.
mean, that's all I was going to say. Like, could you have it on my birthday? That'd be pretty awesome. But now,
No, we're not-
Now I
no.
feel like a dick.
So this is going to be something that will continue to grow as long as we can come together and learn and make it better. It's going to be incredible. I heard last year, so we do a media only range day because we don't have the space for the public. That came up, that question came up. It's like, oh, well, why don't you do a public range day? There's no room at the ranges around. There's like literally cannot do it. So we did a media only range day, and I was told that that's the best range day that anybody has ever been to from industry people that have been in for 10 to 15 years. That says something about how we did that last year.
Yeah, it was good.
So we're going to hope to.
It's on a Sunday, by the way, this year.
Not doing that. Not doing
Just
that.
letting you know. Just letting you know.
Yeah, Aaron, actually, you literally have got uninvited in the last 5 minutes.
Wow.
By
John
who?
texted me. John texted me. He's like, "No,
Oh, apparently.
Aaron's a no-go."
Hey, Sean, how can I make GunCon better? And in fact, somebody said something in the comment. People were asking. It's going to be at Brownells again, just for the record. I'm not going to say the dates yet. Is there something that I can do to make your listeners more included at GunCon?
No, I don't think so. Like, it was good all the way around. I was able to hang out with a bunch of different people. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Rad.
I love the idea of charging for tickets. If that's a thing that's like on the table, just because
Oh, it's happening. Like that's a hard decision. It's happening.
I think that provides more value to the people who buy them, and you don't end up with like fucking squatters that do a bunch of dumb shit. So yeah. I think I don't know. What about this? What if like WLS did some shit there? Like, I don't know. That'd be fun.
Well, you and I had talked about the possibility of that happening. So let's continue that conversation and figure out how it needs to work.
Yeah, I think we're on the stage. We're all fully mic'd up, and we're broadcast through the entire building of Brownells. We'll get.
I don't think they would like that.
I think we should have like a celebrity boxing match going on.
Yeah,
but
I think
industry
everyone
boxing
against
match.
Aaron. I
I'm
literally
in.
think that
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
everyone against Aaron.
Okay, I'm down.
I'm
At
in
least
for
like
that.
for like 10 seconds. That's all. Then I'm
Oh,
out,
you'll
right?
be down. You'll be down.
Right.
on the
That's the whole point I'm making. Like,
Yeah.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll just take a dive.
So I'm gonna answer a question that came up in the comments here. Somebody said if Brownells isn't big enough, why go back? So their range is not big enough for a public range day. That's the difference. It's fine for an industry event, but it is not fine for a public range day with hundreds and hundreds of people and vehicles and infrastructure and all that. Like that adds layers of insurance and all of these things that I have to pay for. And I'm like, it's just not a thing that we can do right now. Maybe in the future we'll do a public range day, but that's not the focus right now.
Yeah.
The focus is
God,
the
could you
show
imagine
day
the
where we're
size needed.
right. Like you
So-
need a gigantic.
How many days does
gigantic
this
thing.
last for?
It's a 2-day event for us. So it's a media day. And then we do some stuff in the evening with creators and industry. And then the following day is all public all the time. And it's going to be incredible. There's a lot of stuff that I can't talk about yet that is planned in terms of entertainment for the kids, entertainment for the adults, all of it.
It's
Is
bad.
it gonna be, are you gonna have a clown there? Tell
We
me
are
you're
not going to
clown.
have a clown. That's
God
not,
damn
I mean, unless you show up.
Yeah, I was like, Aaron's gonna
Well,
be there.
are you going to be there, Aaron?
Okay, so 3 people went with that joke. I get it. I get it.
Jeremy was delayed by 10 seconds. Yeah, keep an eye out. Keep an
God
ear
damn
out.
it.
We'll be talking about it. It'll be good.
Will there be a clown there? Because if not, you could invite Aaron.
All 4. Aaron, what's up, buddy?
Oh, I don't know.
Who's up?
Night vision, Sean. Night vision.
Nick's over
Yeah.
there. Nick's over there fucking dying.
Yeah, are you okay, Nick?
I just have a headache. I'm
You had a
good.
headache last week too.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah.
it's a brain tumor.
It's
It's not funny.
a concussion.
Nick, say it's not the Duma.
That's what I was going
It's
for.
not a tumor.
All right. So night vision. What do they make? Night sights. Why do you need night sights?
Because
Jeremy-
it's dark out.
Well, I don't even think it's dark as much, right? Because you like still want to be to able to identify your target, but the world
does get dark out.
The world is neither sun nor complete dark. There's all these transitional spaces. So you move from like something happens outside and you like run into a building, into a hallway, and the hallway's a little bit dark. Like you can still see threats, you can still do things, but like the ability to see sights is a non-starter. Twilight, darkness on your nightstand, like there's a billion reasons to have night sights. And the main reason is honestly because the world is neither bright nor dark. It lives in the gray and transitional spaces. And that's why I think night sights are a great choice for every single gun. Night Vision, that's NIGHTFISION.com. Use coupon code WLS's life to save 15% off on night sights or any of the other safety tools that they make. Holy shit.
Speaking of night vision,
Yeah.
I saw Pat Murphy the other day
Where at?
at my range. Him and his wife stopped in.
Why? Did they lose a bet?
No, her family only lives like 15 minutes from the shop, and they were up for Thanksgiving. So he swung in, said hi, shot some ammo, and fucked off.
Man, I love Pat Murphy.
He's such a good dude.
He is. Love that guy.
I
Aaron,
love Pat Murphy the most.
Nick loves Pat Murphy second most because I love him the most.
False.
Well, Nick, have you ever made love to him in a dark cornfield?
Twice.
Well, Pat's a dirty cheater.
He was on top, but we only do reverse cowgirl.
Aaron,
That's a lot of weight, by the way.
the details that I now cannot get out of my mental eye. Aaron, did you have something to say?
Yeah, guys, it's Cyber Monday. Now, I've been getting lots of emails, lots of deals coming through. I wondered if any of you have actually partaken in any Cyber Monday deals.
No.
Nothing?
No.
Anything that like you saw like, maybe.
Yeah, I've seen a ton of shit on
But-
WLS Deal Bro. That's t.me/WLS Deal Bro.
Okay. Have you bought anything from there?
I haven't. But other people have. Other people are seeing the deals. They think the deals are great.
Has anyone else got anything on Cyber Monday? I mean, it's supposed to be like the second biggest shopping day of the year.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think. I don't know.
John?
Nope.
Nothing for
I bought
nothing
some
for the little
trash
lady?
bags. I got a pretty good deal on those.
Oh,
I
trash.
bought stuff Friday and Saturday.
At the stores?
Nope.
Did you? Oh, online? Does anyone even go to the stores anymore?
No, I don't even get my groceries from the store.
Really? You get it from a homeless lady? You just steal it from her?
Oh,
This is mine, bitch.
Explains the beard.
my groceries are delivered by the homeless lady because that's who Instacart employs, I think.
Oh,
Dude,
I used to. I used to do the delivery or pickup where you go, order everything online and then you go to the store and grab it and they bag it all up and put it in the back of your car for you. But they'd always add these random substitutions that were like, no.
Did you go to Walmart?
I use Meijer. That's what we have here.
So I use King Super / Kroger,
Mm-hmm.
and it's fucking awesome. Like, so
Yeah.
when I order groceries, like we live in a 3rd floor condo. We do not fucking get our own groceries and bring them up. Like we pay people to do it. It's $10 to have our groceries delivered. Like it's so fucking cheap. It's like literally one bag of chips to have the groceries delivered. So we have them
It's a
delivered.
banana. What could
pay
it
in
cost?
chips?
$10.
Wait, your chips cost $10?
Well, eggs
It's
cost.
those dots.
Yeah,
It's
where
those
the fuck are you
dots.
buying chips that cost $10?
I don't know,
And eggs that cost $5. You guys are getting ripped off.
dude.
So what's really crazy about that too,
The
though, is
economics
that
of this are way off.
I switched from doing Walmart to Kroger
Uh-huh.
as well, and I haven't tried it yet. But they also offer a $10 delivery for me, and I'm like 25 minutes from the grocery
Yeah.
store. I'm way out in the middle of nowhere,
Dude,
so it's not even like they can hit multiple stops on the way or anything. Like they would be just coming out there for me probably.
it's awesome. I absolutely love it. Like from the time they don't do weird substitutions generally. So your Instacart shopper will be like, hey, they don't have this. Here's a picture of everything that they do have. Which one of those do you want? And I'll be like, oh, I want that one on the second shelf, 3rd one from the left. And they're like, okay, cool. And it's done. And then it sends it to me and it's like, hey, did you want this for this? And I say yes. So it is a very interactive process. Like it's not just you put in the order and then it shows up later. Like they actually go shop for you. One time they were like, hey, they don't have this. And I was like, well, can you just go to the butcher block and get this? And they were like, yeah, and just do it. It's fucking awesome. People who go to the grocery store, total fags.
Oh, see, I go to the grocery store, but I'm pretty straight.
No.
He rests his case.
Yeah, exactly.
Aaron is always on top, but he only does reverse cowgirl.
Reverse cowgirl, right? Yes. It's very awkward as my wife just sits there and does nothing.
She's not even there, which is weird.
It's so weird.
But yeah, like I love the grocery deliveries, and to me, like $10, absolutely worth it without question. How much?
Key is late night ice cream runs. That's when you go.
Yes, that's the only time I'll go when Patton's in town and we needed the ice cream,
Oh God, you ate ice cream, Sean?
dude. Yeah,
That's like lactose, like explosion.
Both of us are lactose intolerant. We're like,
Oh.
we're doing this.
Oh God.
I know I've talked on the show before about how like sometimes you'll get the lactose free milk, but it's guaranteed not lactose free. I literally have a half gallon right now that is not lactose free. Still drinking it every night before I go to bed. Literally 3 nights in a row. I've got up at 3 a.m. Went in, almost shit myself.
Almost shit the shit.
Yeah, fucking literally like I'm like Nick every morning at 3 a.m. because I got some lactose free milk that's not lactose free. It's a concern.
They've been pretty good about that with me. I've been getting the lactose-free milk
Dude.
and ice cream.
It's
Is there lactose-free ice cream now?
Yeah.
Agent Entropy says try eggnog.
I don't know what you're fucking eating, but it's not ice cream and milk.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Agent
It
Entropy says-
absolutely is. They remove lactose with a chemical called it's an enzyme called lactase.
Yeah. And
Yeah, it just breaks down the lactose into a sugar that's easier to digest, basically.
And
Yep.
it doesn't always work. Agent Entropy says try eggnog. Bro, I will drink eggnog till no, you don't understand. It's a disaster.
You know what I like eggnog with? Some fucking Baileys and Kahlua and vodka.
You know what I like with
Sounds
eggnog? With?
interesting.
Eggnog. I like eggnog with eggnog. Stop putting shit in eggnog.
I'm not putting shit in
Man.
eggnog. I'm putting fucking good booze in eggnog. It's good.
Y'all crazy.
Every year I get eggnog and I drink like 1/2 of a glass, and I'm like, that's enough.
Oh,
He's
It's
like,
pretty
can I
filling.
get the depressing single serve eggnog, please?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's still too much. You
I
get like
will
the little pint, and that's too much.
You get some
You gotta get
eggnog
the
ice
baby
cream.
the little baby thing with the, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
You know what they need to fucking do is they need to go back to the milk cartons that you got at school, like the little chalky milk
Yes.
cartons, but eggnog, like alcoholic eggnog in that shit.
Okay,
Yum.
I would be down with that.
Fucking send it.
Dude, I will drink a gallon of eggnog, literally shit my pants, and then drink more. I boot and rally, if you know what I mean.
That's like me and watermelon.
You
it
shit
is.
when you eat watermelon?
Oh, dude, he's like, yeah, I just almost shit myself. I was
Yeah,
like,
because
what?
I
Is
don't
it
just
just-
watermelon.
because I eat a lot of like I can eat an entire watermelon. I can just sit down and eat an entire water. I love watermelon. Fucking
I
watermelon.
want to like pay. You want to go to GunCon? We'll put you on stage if you eat a whole watermelon on stage.
Dude, I will eat an entire watermelon. No, you don't even have to put me
Like,
up a shot. It's like
At 1 o'clock, see Aaron eat an entire watermelon, and I
Hell
get
yeah.
to pick which one.
That's fine. I love fucking watermelon, dude. But it's gotta be a good. It can't be like one of those ones that are all like rubbery.
No,
and shit.
no. I get to pick.
Damn it.
Yeah.
I one of my favorite stories was Aaron eating a bunch of watermelon and then finding out that one of his kids flushed an apple down the toilet, so the toilet was clogged.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would they flush an apple?
It's a great fucking question.
Because there was no
It
garbage
is a
can in
good
the bathroom.
question.
Yeah, but like, wait. Oh, so it was like a partially eaten apple. I'm thinking like a whole fresh fucking apple.
No,
They were
no,
like,
it,
apple core,
yeah, it
one
was-
core,
it
here's
had 2
your
bites out of it.
toilet.
Okay.
Okay,
2
move-
bites.
They're like, oh, Dad's eating watermelon. Better flush an apple.
Luckily, my house has 3 toilets, but still, it was fucked.
Well, hey, a completely unrelated story. Aaron had 9 months of construction after his house flooded from a blocked toilet.
It's very
Oh
true.
no!
Wasn't that because of an apple?
$30,000, dude. That's how much damages that would cost.
Oh man, that's awful.
It's all right. Insurance covered it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hey, you know what else is covered
Binary triggers.
from Franklin Armory?
Hey, you all know Franklin Armory. Fun stuff. They're the ones who innovated everything else, like Fostech. They all use Franklin Armory's patent. So why not just stick with the original and go franklinarmory.com, coupon code WLS10. It's time for going ballistic without Savage 1R. And that's great because we summarize, we editorialize, and we go to the cast for comments, and we don't talk about Washington randomly for 99 minutes until everyone's bored, asleep, and dead. The Virginia Walmart killer, if you guys heard about that, basically left a Death Note manifesto. Did you guys see that?
I did not.
Yes. Holy fuck. Okay, so dude was a little bit of a basket case. I saw it on Twitter today. Sorry, God, I failed you. This was not your fault, but my own. I failed to listen to the groans of the Holy Spirit, which made me a poor representation of you. I was harassed by idiots with low intelligence and a lack of wisdom. I remained strong through most of the torment, but my dignity was completely taken away beyond repair by my phone getting hacked. And he goes on, and he goes on, and he goes on, and he goes on. And my true intent was never to murder anyone, believe it or not. I was actually one of the most loving people in the world, if you would get to know me. I just wanted a wife that was equally yoked as I and obsessed over the thought. However, I didn't deserve a wife. If you click on the link in the show notes, you'd be able to go read the tweets. It's like fucking what a weirdo, man.
So was he like a simp or what?
No, like he just fucking had enough. Like he talks about how he's not going to shoot one lady because she had cancer and his mom died of cancer, and it's just fucking weirdo, man.
Wait, so he's like,
How-
I'm not
how
gonna
many
shoot her
people-
because she's gonna die anyway.
6, right?
Yeah, I think 6, something like that.
You know what's
That's awful.
fascinating is these are obviously more publicized than they have been in years prior, because it's media fodder, right? Like they love this shit. However, the amount of people that don't fit the mold of what was painted as that person is a typical shooter that has been repeatedly disproven over and over and over. And this is what appears to be a young African American male,
Mhm.
and did not say anything about politics that I saw in this in a cursory read on this. This is fascinating that this is permeating culture a little bit more.
Yeah, it was weird. And basically, a few months back, I overheard Blank talking to Blank, and he told me that he's been trying to get rid of me since day one. After I heard that, I lashed out. Like, this is literally a dude that was kind of being bullied and then acted like a deranged piece of shit. And the crazy thing about it is this story fucking disappeared. The second it was like, oh, it was a black male, 31 years old, never heard another thing about it. I had to literally go out and look to find out what the story was. So it's kind of interesting. Guys, inflation, recession, everything's crazy. Gun industry's down. No, I'm just kidding. Americans bought over 700,000 firearms the week of Black Friday. So the week leading up to and including Black Friday, NICS processed 713,000 background checks.
Boy, are my arms tired.
Dude, like it is that amount. So it's the third highest amount that it ever has been, besides like 2020 and 2021, which were really, really overinflated.
Insanity.
Yeah. So this probably non-fear based stuff. This is probably one of the most highest gun purchasing weeks in the history of the United States. Is anyone surprised by this?
Nope.
Let me ask you this. Like I keep hearing from a lot of our contacts that the gun industry is way down. I mean, this kind of tells me a different story. So John, like, where do you come down on that? What are your thoughts?
I think the industry is down. However, I think these numbers reflect a new type of gun buyer coming into the ecosystem. In the last 2 years, with the pandemic, sort of waking up the inner, oh shit, I've got to do this for myself in a lot of people, regardless of politics. I think a lot of people became new gun owners, and therefore, by trickle down effect, we absolutely get more just people buying guns. And, with the industry downturn, there actually is some more, like, guns are not like crazy overpriced. They're somewhat reasonable. And on top of that, there are more good choices for defensive firearms, which is these are probably primarily handguns. So looking at that and then looking at the market of handguns, that the selection is through the fucking roof on good guns.
It is. And good deals. Like dude, honestly, like PSA probably is a big part of this, because their combo stuff with like the dagger and an AR-15 or the dagger and one of their AKs, and you get both of them, handgun and rifle, for $700. Like, what the fuck, man? Like it's outrageous.
That
I mean, I would
cheap
border
ass Turkish
go ahead.
shotguns.
True. Yeah.
Cheap ass Turkish shotguns for $200. I mean, I have transferred. I'll put it this way: most of this year, I've probably sold 30-1 handguns to rifles, like AR-15s or what, any rifle really. It's probably a 30-to-1 ratio, handguns, defensive guns to even range guns to, rifles. And I don't stock a lot of them because they're fucking trash, but I transfer, and I can't keep up with the fucking prices of like PSA and some of these companies that sell these things dirt cheap. But these guys, I mean, Turkish shitty fucking Chinese fucking bullshit bullpup shotguns that flooded the fucking market. And they're $200, dude. I swear to God, we transfer like 20 of them a week.
Jesus. God. If people only know. Next up,
Also, shout out to the
I tell them they're
29,000
garbage when they
background checks
fucking
on
bring it up.
Thanksgiving.
Jeremy, what'd you say?
Oh, I said I tell people they're trash when they buy them. They're like, "Well, what do you think of these?" I'm like, "Absolute garbage."
And John, you said shout out to the 29,000 people that bought guns on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
I agree. It's fucking epic. Elon Musk continues his trend of basically just trolling the entire universe and posted a post on Twitter that said "my bedside table," and on there he has a George Washington crossing the Delaware image with a musket, basically, and also this is from like Fortnite or some shit. It's a 3D printed gun, no trigger. It's not an actual real gun, and then 4 cans of diet caffeine-free Coke and rings from all of this on the billionaire's nightstand, and people just absolutely lost their shit. However, interesting story is Truth About Guns mentioned this, is that pistol, that musket, that Washington crossing the Delaware, is a non-firing replica. The gun, the other gun, the revolver, is a non-firing like toy, 3D printed probably, if I had to guess. And people just have absolutely lost their shit. Do you guys think that Elon Musk is just like the best troll that has ever lived?
I don't
He's
know,
S
it's just a
tier.
weird picture.
I think
It's
he's an
weird.
odd duck, man. I think he, I don't know, man. I think he made a mistake buying Twitter for $44 billion or $45 billion. I think that was because I don't think it was a good investment for him.
I think in a decade, it's going to be one of the most profound incidents that has happened in the history of the United States. I'd say top 5 easily.
So
Also,
here's a
pointing
different. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to point out a musket is a very long rifle.
I was trying to think of
It's a flintlock
flintlock
pistol.
Yeah, my bad, John.
But yeah, neither of those are real.
Yeah, absolutely not. Neither is real, John.
So, hear me out. Perhaps he doesn't give a shit if it succeeds. So Elon Musk, his mentality strikes me as intentional, and he wins either way. If this goes down in a fiery fucking crash, people don't stop talking about him for 10 fucking years. People will not stop talking about him. It may affect his other investments, but it already has. Like Tesla's struggling, like Tesla and SpaceX have taken a hit because of the Twitter debacle. However, so if it crashes, he wins because he rode that fucking ship down and he crashed one of the biggest anti-freedom bastions in the United States, right? He crashes that down. He brings that down, and there's nothing there to step in and replace it yet. People are saying, oh, Reddit. No. It's not going to work. It's not the same. However, if it succeeds, he is a fucking champion for taking it and potentially, we don't know this yet, but potentially tweaking it into a more welcoming platform.
Yeah. So,
well, I don't know, more welcoming, but more open, more free speech than it has been.
Okay, I'm so fucking sick of people talking about Twitter and saying free speech. Like, fuck off with that shit. It is not.
No, I'm sorry. That's what I
The First Amendment protects you from being shut down by the government. It doesn't.
Right, but I'm still saying you have a freedom of speech.
No,
it doesn't matter.
It is
Listen,
freedom from censorship. It is.
Can I explain myself before you try to shut it down?
Sure.
Okay, because I say freedom of speech, it doesn't mean it means people have the way it's set up right now, or the way it was set up is you did not have the freedom of speech. The corporate view could shut you down at any point. It wasn't about government. It's not about the Constitution of free speech. It's just your personal opinion, and being able to speak freely was not allowed on Twitter. You were shut down. It's not. I'm not talking about government. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about the corporation itself.
When you say free speech, that is literally the implication of the First Amendment.
No,
which-
that's how you interpret it. That's not what I meant by it. That's two different things.
Well, I disagree with you. I think you're wrong.
Obviously.
I think anyone who says free speech is wrong. I think it is freedom from marginalization, freedom from censorship. It is freedom from having your viewpoints shut
Which
down
is freedom of speech.
in someone who's protected by laws about platforms, publishers, and everything else like that. It's not freedom of speech. It's just freedom of not being marginalized finally, and having a place where both left and right viewpoints can be spoken, and just like fucking the Thunderdome that becomes. So
the other thing is that I trust that, at least as of now, if there's a lot of talk about Twitter being a public asset, like the free speech discussions often include the sort of talk that this is a public thing and free speech should apply.
It's a
And
public
whether or not-
forum.
That's the word. Thank you. So the argument, whether or not you agree with that statement, I trust that Elon Musk is less likely to turn it into a government-based entity because of that discussion. I trust that he will be like, "Nah, fuck you." That's a positive thing for me.
yeah, and I agree. And so there has been actually news that DHS, Department of Homeland Security, was working. Like people from DHS were working with people inside of Twitter to block certain stories, like one of them being the Hunter Biden laptop story, and basically shutting that down, which is a very literally could be pointed as to one of the reasons that Biden won the election, because had that information been public to the way that it is, and now CBS News has actually come out and said, yep, Biden laptop story was actually legitimate. That just came out this week. So the government has colluded with Twitter in the past, which I guess is a form of censoring free speech, because the government is then impugning on our free speech by using this platform. So I think what Musk will do generally is just allow it to become the Wild West, which is kind of what we need, right? And the problem is that the progressive leftists, they literally can't deal with anyone having the ability to share an opinion that is contrary to the one that they spout and regurgitate and get fiery and flamey over. Whereas like Twitter is great now because I can say the things that I want to say. I don't have to worry about getting banned, shut down, shadow banned, blocked, whatever. And if someone doesn't like it, they can literally just mute me or block me. Likewise, I mute and block people every single day.
So
Not just because they have differing opinions than me, but because they're just like, I don't like a zealot on either side. And I've blocked multiple of both.
I think your problem with the freedom of speech thing and that phrase with Twitter and everything, but liken it to Verizon. Can Verizon shut your phone off and not allow you to make phone calls because you might have a conversation on a phone through Verizon that they don't agree with? So now you can't call anybody, and you can't call me and have a conversation with me over, whatever, because they won't allow that on their platform, even though it's.
But that's a
It's the
paid
same
service
thing. It's
versus
literally
a
the
free
same thing.
service.
To be fair, like
I don't.
these are a utility at this point, right? Like the phone service has become a
Well,
utility.
is Twitter not a utility at this stage of the game?
No, I don't
Anybody
think
can sign up.
was a public company.
Just because you don't
Private
pay
company.
for it. Just because you're paying for it, you just don't know
Oh,
how
I
you're
fucking
paying
do.
for it. You're not
Oh, I'm
paying
paying
with
for it
money.
$8
You're
a
paying
month,
with
bitch.
data.
No, I'm paying $8 a month.
Blue check, motherfucker.
I'm paying $8 a month to be Cheez-Its, motherfucker.
Goddamn right. So,
oh fuck.
like, no,
That
Twitter,
discussion could go for hours.
it really could. Yeah, Twitter is not a utility. It is a social media platform. A platform. It is not a publisher, and it should not be treated like a publisher. It is a platform, and is protected by what is it? 203, 230, as such.
230.
Yeah, 230. Oregon gun
The
rights.
problem
fight-
is they are. they are a platform acting like publisher was the problem.
It is the problem, and I think it won't be the case now. And like I said, in a decade, if Twitter continues on and Musk follows through on the things that he's actually said, like it could be a watershed moment in like American society.
I think people just like drama, and that's why they love it right now.
Actually, you're not wrong. People do love drama. Rage Monkey clicks are the fad. But at the same time, like me, like I enjoy it because it's the one place where I can post shit and joke with my friends and not worry about completely getting shut down. That means something. Like Twitter is pretty much the only social media that I use right now. So Agent and to redefine watershed moment, like if you don't think that big tech social media platforms have had a tremendous impact on elections in our country, like, I don't know. I think you should probably think a little bit more about it, right? When you're pushing agendas for one side or the other, and the other side literally has no voice, and it's one of the biggest meeting places that we have in society, like clearly that has an effect on things. So to have a place that used to completely shut down alternative viewpoints now become a bastion for viewpoints on both sides, like to me, that's a watershed moment.
I'm okay with that. I think it's a great idea. And like I said, it now allows people to speak freely, giving them free speech to be able to say what they would speak freely.
You're not going to convince me. I think you're wrong, and that's okay.
Fine. Well, then, let me talk, and you don't have to say no every time I talk, though.
Well, just continuously reiterating the same point that I disagree with.
Can we move on? And I know this isn't on our list, but I saw this today, and I know it's a complete fucking I know it's just grandstanding, if you will, and it's not going to go anywhere. But there's a senator from Kansas. His name's Doc Marshall, and back in September, he introduced a bill called the Short Act. Stop harassing owners of rifles today. And it was to remove SBRs, SBSs, and AOWs from the NFA. Now, it's not going to go anywhere. And we know it's not going to go anywhere. But this is the kind of shit that I've been screaming about for years, where our side, the left puts anti-gun bills in every fucking just nonstop. It's just fucking shotgun. It's a shotgun tactic. And like the fact that we don't do that with removing this bullshit annoys me. And I was glad to see that this guy did it.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. It's a funny name too. Oregon gun right heads to court. This is going to be in regards to, what was it, 114 gun control measure 114, where they require training, and then you have to basically file for a certificate, but no organizations provide that certificate. There's no mechanism in place within the government that will provide that certificate that people need. So basically it's a de facto gun ban. Oregon's Firearms Federation has predicted a long battle ahead. The first court date is December 2nd. And the Oregon Firearms Federation says this greatly reduces the time for our legal team to prepare, but they're hoping that it means that the court has recognized the need to act quickly, because all this goes into effect on like December 8th, if I recall correctly. And yeah, definitely kind of a good thing to be doing that for an entire state, especially after Bruin. Like, I don't even understand states trying to do dumb shit like this. Did I see TGC News cover a primer factory from Fiocchi? Tell me about that, John.
I believe the dollar amount that Fiocchi is pumping into Little Rock is $41.5 million into a new primer making facility. Now, we don't know if that's primarily for their loaded ammunition or if that's going to support the industry at large. Not really sure. They haven't really come out and said, oh, this is exactly what this is for, but new primary or a new primer factory in the US is a good thing for sure.
It definitely is. All right. That'll do it for the news tonight. going to give you free speech right now.
Is the government going to say no to me?
No, I'm granting you free speech, Aaron. You can say whatever you want.
Bowers Group.
Actually, that's not freedom of speech. That's not free speech, Sean.
I know that was the joke.
It wasn't funny.
I thought it was. Oh God, my hat just hit my patch, and the patch fell off. Anyway, Bowers Group. What do they make? John, you know some Bowers Group stuff.
No, not at all. Don't know them at all.
Never
I'm
heard.
gonna make your ad read real difficult.
Never heard
What
of
is-
her.
Never heard of her. I think there's one. I can see a Bowers Group can right there.
I got one right there. The War Dog K9.
I don't have any. Oh wait, no. There's another one up there. So Bowers Group has been making suppressors for a very long time, and they're all really solid and really affordable. Doesn't matter what caliber you have, they've got them. And I like every single one of them that I have, including the Biddy. Actually, wait for it.
Especially the Biddy.
Wait for it. Okay. Here is a War Dog. That is a small 9mm can.
Yep.
And there's a Biddy. Very, very tiny little can.
Yeah, I know all about tiny things.
My biddy lives on my full auto Tipman.
Oh, neat. Good for you.
That's cool, man. Bowersgroup.com, coupon code WLS will save you money. It's time for the reviews, brought to you by Jeremy Big Daddy P.
Yay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you need applause?
Sorry, I'm trying to close all these fucking windows. No.
Oh, well, you got it, bitch.
All right, I hate this guy. I hate this guy immediately. 5 square toe boots from John E. Dumbest things ever. Love the pod, but not the cast. Honestly, Sean holds its together, but the others are like a bunch or remedial stooges that all have their own faults, but I don't know what they are until they're wrong there. Called out, and even then they just start yelling or calling each other names. Aaron is by far the worst. Doesn't bring anything to the show, but unemployment and dumb your wife jokes. The thumb, well, he's a thumb. Jeremy, I don't mind, has great knowledge and love his outbursts, but he's one of those I know it all guys, and that can get annoying. Nick is dead or on the toilet, so there's that. Overall, love the podcast, and it brings joy to my ears until Aaron opens his dumb mouth.
God damn.
Jesus.
Okay, so I will say that any review that just doesn't mention Savage is my favorite review. Oh yeah, Savage is dead. I forgot to mention in the show. All right, thank you, Johnny. Next.
5 stars from Preston W. Longtime lurker and listener. Love the show and have learned some good info from the cast. I can always expect to get my WLS fix. Keep up the good work. P.S. Thanks for not being Fuds, and Savage needs to go to meme school taught by Flannel Daddy.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay.
I'll give that
5
review a
stars
3 out
from-
Oh. 3 square toe boots.
5 stars from M. Brown. You guys are pretty great. Basically, the only podcast I listen to. I'm not really sure why everyone shits on Aaron all the time. He seems like he knows how to have fun no matter the situation. I also miss the rants by Jeremy. Keep it up.
Well, Aaron, speak to that, please. Speak to that.
Well, it's nice not to be shit on. That's always nice.
Yeah.
I honestly think there's like a I hate Aaron club out there.
There might be. I think I know.
Yeah.
I think I know the president.
Yeah, yeah. To all those people, I say
Yeah, where's
know-
the fish
I
been
know-
lately?
This is you.
I nothing you. So sorry, you don't
I know
matter.
the president because I am him.
Not only am I a satisfied client, I'm also the president.
Yeah, no, I nothing them. So
Damn, that's pretty hardcore.
Damn.
I mean, I don't.
And I'm not
care.
a know-it-all. I just know a lot.
You're kind of a know-it-all.
Yeah, a little bit of a know-it-all.
Yeah.
So listen to go rewind and go listen to your argument about the military shit.
Yeah,
That was a
and I'm
fucking
correct.
know-it-all diatribe. See?
We're gonna
Yeah.
let John
Again,
Patton-
it's not subjective. There's an objective truth.
Yeah, but that's not how the game's played. We're going to let John Patton from the Gun Collective pick the winner to get a free shirt. John, which of those three deserves to win a shirt?
I mean, it's like semi interesting, and then 2 like actual reviews.
Yeah.
I really want to give the first guy a T-shirt because he annoyed Jeremy with the square-toed boots thing. But like, I feel like shitting on Aaron multiple times is unfair. And then we have the Aaron redemption guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We're gonna go with Preston
We
Wood.
usually pick the guy. We usually pick the guy that shits on Aaron the most.
Yeah, but I'm not that. I'm not that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not continuing this trend. Because that's look, like as Johnny would say, that's low hanging fruit. That's a fucking easy joke to make. Shit on Aaron. Ha ha ha. That's an easy joke. Step your fucking game up. Come up with something funny. The thumb thing, still fucking funny. Aaron shitting on, you guys can do better. It's 482 episodes. Get better jokes. Preston W gets a t-shirt.
Email us at automated@welikeshooting.com and Krista will get your shirt to you, my friend. That is awesome. John Patton from the Gun Collective. You've had some good videos come out lately. Like you had the one on Wilson Combat. TGC News has been killing it lately. You just had a good Ear Pro comparison video come out from a member of the Gun Collective. It was great, fantastic. What else is coming? What's coming soon?
You know what, man? I am working on reviews. We've actually got reviews like in the can right now. Like, holy shit, this is game changing. I've got reviews in the can. We've got one coming on the IWI Masada Slim. We've got one coming on some thermals, and I had a catastrophe happen with a revolver. That's also coming. We've got lots going on. I'm going out to the range tomorrow to film more, and TGC News is actually not going to happen this week. I'll say that for the live audience, because nothing came out this past week. I went looking, and I was like, oh shit, I can't do a news show. Nothing's new.
That's crazy.
You want to review Parent X16?
I don't think they want me to review that. I don't think
they probably don't want me to review it.
I think you should.
I mean, I paid for it. It's not like it's not like they're giving you money for it. You shit on as much as
nobody. Honestly, I do not charge for reviews. We often do an exchange of guns and ammo in exchange for the time, and then I can do whatever the hell I want with the firearm, and I sell them most of the time. Anyway, there's lots going on. GunCon planning has begun. That's going to be a thing. I don't know if I'm going to SHOT Show, trying to make TGC better. I'm trying to figure out when I can sort of relaunch my own podcast. I don't know if any of you guys would enjoy that, but I would love to hear some feedback on the things that
I'll come on your show, John.
That'd be fun, dude. I think there's a side of Jeremy that the entire fucking internet doesn't know that I think I can get out of Jeremy.
I think he's pretty much what
you interviewed me one time.
Right. And I got the realest side of you that I've ever fucking seen. And I think there's far more. I think you're a far more complex person than just like a ranting, redneck. Like I don't think that's you as a person. I think you're far more complex than that. But on this show, you fall into that role because that's what you do. And I think there's so much. I
play a character on a show, John.
I know.
That is my
in Minecraft.
Dude, Minecraft's a lot of fun. Hey, is Nick
you should
dead?
hear me at my shop.
I think Nick.
Hey, he moved his head.
Yes,
all right, cool. He's
I'm
not
dead.
Thanks.
He's
Nick.
praying for it.
Very dead.
Yeah. So let John know what do you want on the podcast. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nick,
there's
how old
lots
are you?
of people.
What?
How old are you, Nick?
How old are you?
How old?
30.
30 club.
Yeah, to
Here we
think about
come.
that.
Wow.
It better hurry.
So, John, as you were saying, you think there's a lot of people that
I think there's a lot of people that want long form content from TGC. and I just got to refine it, figure out who to have on, all that sort of shit. You know, there's a lot of nuance to the back end of it, the logistics of it all, scheduling, et cetera. Sean knows all about it. You guys all know about it because you've been doing it for so fucking long. It's complicated. But if we, you know, start getting a rhythm going, it'll probably be easier for me. I really want to try and go back to what my original goal for TGC was years ago when I started. So TGC's been around for 7 years now, 7.5. It started in June of 15. So the original goal was to be a resource. It was a resource for the firearms community. And in some ways we are, in some ways, but I would like to continue to expand on that and offer more types of content as a whole. And hopefully in 23, we can head towards that direction a lot more aggressively.
Kick ass. The Gun Collective, everywhere on everything, is where you can find John. And yeah, join a gun-related advocacy group. Become advocates yourself. GOA and SAF are the only two that I recommend personally at this time. Note who I'm not recommending. That's the key there. Suicide prevention line for them is 988. You can text it or call it, or 1-800-273-8255. Aaron, I grant you freedom from censorship, and I want you to say whatever you want to end the show.
We're here live every Monday night and on demand every god fucking damn day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go to welikeshooting.com/show to subscribe. And as always, as I always personally say, and I came up with this on my very own, I always prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery.
Yep. I mean, I didn't come up with that on my own. I stole who was it? Ben Franklin or some shit?
I have no idea. Yes. But yeah, I don't think he actually said those exact words.
Yeah, probably not.
He was like, I like my slaves and dangerous freedoms.
I wrote down for this show bleeding gums, talentless idiots, and eggnog.
Talentless idiots.
Okay.
Talentless eggnog.
Sold.
Talentless bleeding eggnog.
Where's the credits, Aaron?
They're oh, weird. It's not playing.
No, it didn't.
Blood nog.
This is why you're censored, Aaron.
Wub, 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 wub.
Thank
Should
you.
have
Mom.
special guest appearance by on here.
You should put that in.
Damn it.
If you don't, you're a loser.